What's up, this is Stephen Bloodworth, and this is my review of It's Just a Game, directed by Daniel Emery Taylor, and released on DVD by Wild Eye Releasing. So, happy Wednesday, everyone. I said a couple weeks ago that I would probably be slowing down and maybe discontinuing the Wednesday videos, but obviously being me, I had a change of heart. It seems that every horror reviewer and their mothers have been doing These Wild Eye Wednesday reviews where every Wednesday they choose a different film to review that Wild Eye had put out on DVD or Blu-ray. Well, I decided to jump on board, and shout out to the guys at Wild Eye for the help. I really appreciate it. So to kick off the first Wild Eye Wednesday, we're going to be checking out It's Just a Game from director Daniel Emery Taylor. This is from 2018, and it's actually a pretty kick-ass film. As always, guys, if you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and stay tuned for all my latest videos posted every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we start off the film by seeing a group of girls pretty much doing these seances with each other, trying to resurrect the spirits, with these creepy, cursed urban legends behind them, and it just so happens that every story they tell about these weird people, it just so happens to have occurred in their neighborhood. The group consists of 4 girls, and one of them is the most timid out of them all, which makes her the biggest target for the other girls. They're pretty much torturing this poor girl until she's had enough, runs away. Her other friend goes after her, and she basically says that if this legend is real, then I hope that she comes back and kills her. Well, basically they have another run-in with one specific girl from the group, and she pretty much insults her to the worst level possible by making fun of the fact that her parents are both dead from suicide. I mean, I kinda don't blame her. If somebody did that to me, instead of wishing ill on somebody, I'd probably perform ill on them. But she decides to take matters into her own hands, perform her own seance to resurrect the spirit of Mother Murder in hopes that she will grant the wish of killing this girl. Well, a day or two later, her parents are found dead, her boyfriend's also found dead, and she has gone missing. And this is all thanks to her ritual for summoning the spirit and cult of Mother Murder. So I'm gonna stop right there before I give any more away, so let's now get into my overall thoughts on It's Just a Game. You know, I didn't know what to expect out of the film. Judging from the cover, I ultimately thought it was going to be a slasher film, but you have a little bit of everything thrown into It's Just a Game. There's the typical cliche of a group of friends trying to raise up spirits, teenage pranks, bullies, victims, some laughs, a lot of violence, and you got it, a lot of gore. The characters themselves are pretty good. The girls are your typical girls that you would know from school. The one girl who's kind of the ringleader of the group, she is probably the most mean. The other girl is kind of her henchman, who for some reason we don't see after the whole prank is pulled off. I don't know why we don't see her throughout the film. To be honest, I kind of liked her. This takes the typical repercussions of bullying where the victim fights back, but it goes to a whole different and extremely darker level. We do find out who this girl's parents are, and we find out a little bit more about them. I won't go into that, but I will say, when you see the picture of the father, I have to be honest with you, I started laughing uncontrollably. I had no idea that they were going to put him in the film, and when I saw him, I literally died. There's some confusing parts about the film, like we really don't know what happens to the girl after she is kidnapped. We can only assume that she's dead, but there's really no sense of knowing that while watching the film, only unless I missed something. It's possible that I could have missed it. On top of that, there is a lot of violence and gore, with some of it being pretty hardcore and some of it being comedical. To be honest, some of these gore scenes were pretty repulsive and over the top, to the point where it almost felt like I was watching a Rob Zombie film. Overall, it's a fun watch, one that I would definitely recommend to any indie film fan or gorehound alike. For a rating, I'm definitely gonna give It's Just a Game a solid would recommend. The DVD put out by Wild Eye does contain a director's commentary with director Daniel Emery Taylor, as well as some trailers of other Wild Eye releases. If you want to check it out for yourself, head on over to wildeyereleasing.com. Link will be in the description as always. So that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out this review. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all my latest videos posted every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to stay posted on what I'm doing behind the scenes of making these videos. Before you click off this video, don't forget to hit it with a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below saying if you've seen It's Just a Game, what do you think of it? And also give me some suggestions on other films you would like me to review for future Wild Eye Wednesdays. Until the next Wild Eye Wednesday, take care and stay scared.